Hi, I'm AJ Freed, and I'm excited about fall intramurals.
And I'm Michele Spiller, and I can barely pronounce intramurals.
I'm Jake Winkleman, and I've got a very special guest today on Your Around Campus.
Hi, I'm Sean McCollin, and I've got This Week in Mepham Sports.
I'm Eva Scheffler with your weekend forecast.
These are the BMB morning announcements for October 2nd, 2020.
Good morning, Mepham. Today's day 6. Please rise and join us for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Last spring was a difficult one for most students and teachers. Classes and clubs turned remote, and we lost the chance to participate in after-school activities like normal. Luckily, with clubs such as the Drama Club, Leo Club, Build On, and many more opening again, we may be able to host some events just like normal, with some precautions, of course.
So look out for your clubs that you are a part of, as well as those clubs that you're interested in joining. Specifically, Build On is now including Kennedy and Calhoun students. Build On is a club where they break the cycle of poverty, illiteracy, and low expectations. Their first meeting is on Wednesday, October 7th at 3 p.m. They'll be hosting all their meetings virtually. Check out the flyers in the hallway for more information and for their Google Classroom code.
Another exciting thing upcoming is the October 3rd SAT. For those taking the test, remember to bring your ID, test ticket, number 2 pencils, and a calculator, as one will not be provided for you. Be sure to arrive by 7:30 a.m. sharp and have a good night's rest the night before. And from your friends at BMB, good luck on your exam.
Speaking of success on your SATs, we want to congratulate the 2021 valedictorian and salutatorian Max Luff and Jack Savali. Congratulations, gentlemen.
One day I hope I can be able to spell valedictorian and salutatorian.
And I hope I can pronounce it one day.
And now on to things that are easier to spell and pronounce. It's this week's Around Campus, where Jake has a very special guest.
Hello, and welcome to this week's exclusive Around Campus. I'm Jake Winkleman, and today on the show, I'm with the Nassau County Executive, Laura Curran. So welcome to Around Campus, Mrs. Curran.
Thanks for having me, Jake.
Unfortunately, the topic does remain the same here, as it has been for the past 7 months. It's the coronavirus. Could you give us an update about the latest impacts of the coronavirus on Nassau County?
Absolutely. So as we know, on March 13th, we really did shut down because of coronavirus. And unfortunately, in that time, we've lost over 2,000 of our residents here in Nassau to the virus, and over 45,000 have contracted COVID-19. But I'm really happy to say I am so proud of our schools, our students, our teachers, our businesses, our residents, for being able to come back. We started the reopening process at the end of May. And since then, our rate continues to go down and stay down. Our hospitalization rate is in a good place because people are using common sense. You know, we're readjusting how we do things, using the mask. The fact that you and I can be speaking to each other, even though we're in different rooms, I think is a testament to how far we've come.
And speaking about school, as students across the county have returned to school, what are your thoughts on how school reopening has been going across the county?
So as you know, Jake, we have 56 independent school districts here in Nassau County. Each community is different, and each school district has made its own decisions and its own protocols on how to reopen. So some are back full-time, some are doing a hybrid like my kids are, in middle school and high school at a different district. And I think by and large, the schools are doing really well. I know we're hearing about some cases here and there, but they're being handled very well from everything that I've seen and everything I'm hearing. And I have to say, I'm really proud of our school community for being able to pull this off. I know I'm looking forward to being able to go back full-time, everyone back. I think young people are very social, obviously. They need to be with their peers. I think the little kids learn better when they're in a classroom setting with their teachers. I think it's really hard to do this for a lot of children, really hard to do this in front of the computer all day.
And earlier this month, you sent a letter urging Nassau County Section 8 to reconsider its decision to delay fall sports until the spring. Now that the delay is state has followed Section 8's lead, what are your thoughts on the fall school sports season?
Well, I've spoken to superintendents who think there should be no fall sports, and I've spoken to superintendents who think there should be fall sports. My personal opinion is that I think the schools can handle it. I think it's actually good for kids to be in structured sports programs. I think it's good for their overall development. It's good to stay active. It's healthy. And I think you can actually have a little more control when you're in a school structured environment. Because, I mean, I have teenagers. I used to be a teenager. They're not necessarily going to be doing great things if they're not doing sports.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Curran. It was fantastic having you here in the studio.
Thanks for having me, Jake. Take care.
You too. Now back to you guys.
Thanks, Jake. And thanks to the county executive for taking time out of her day to come visit us here in the studio. If you want to watch Jake's entire conversation with County Executive Laura Curran, where they talk more about the reopening of schools and the county's plans for the future, you can see that in its entirety on the BMB YouTube channel.
Now, in our weekly check of Mepham Kindness Instagram, Ms. Castellano seems very sweet and down to earth. Continue sending messages of kindness to the Mepham Kindness Instagram for a chance to get your favorite teacher featured on the show. BMB's Hannah Broxmeyer checked in with some of our Mepham teachers to see what they think about getting the extra love over Instagram in this week's Hannah in the Hallway.
Mepham Kindness has spread so much positivity throughout these past few weeks. During the circumstances that we're in, that's something we all really need. I like being acknowledged by the students at Mepham.
Pretty wonderful, to be honest. It's something that you don't expect. I think that the idea that the student who runs this account had in creating it is amazing, because the fact that kindness should just be something that we do, and it shouldn't be something that we expect.
When I first found out about the Mepham Kindness page, I was like ecstatic that my name was mentioned so many times. It was so sweet. I wish I knew who wrote that stuff so I could give him a big hug.
How has Mepham Kindness affected you?
Knowing that, oh, they like me, they really like me, and I get to walk through the hallways and know that somebody out there thinks I'm pretty cool and enjoys coming to my class, and that's all I could ask for.
This has been a really difficult time for some teachers and definitely students as well. And seeing those messages, even something like you're doing not such a great job at, teaching in these circumstances, and then to see a little message like that can completely turn your day.
Did you expect to be recognized this much?
No, I absolutely did not. It was a wonderful surprise, though. Whoever is running that kindness page, you're a gem. It's lovely.
I did not. No, and each time I see it, I think I cry a little bit. It's the sweetest thing. It warms my heart so much. I save all of them on my phone.
We all really want to know who runs this anonymous account. It's good to know how much positive feedback Mepham Kindness is getting from the students and teachers here at Mepham. From BMB, I'm Hannah Broxmeyer.
Thanks, Hannah. Now with your week in Mepham Sports, here's Sean McQuillan.
What a week in sports it was. It started off on the ice in Canada, where the Tampa Bay Lightning beat the Dallas Stars 2-0 in Game 6 to win the Stanley Cup Finals. Off to the Diamond, we go where the MLB expanded playoffs had begun and where the Yankees have already advanced to the next round in San Diego. On court in the NBA Finals, the Miami Heat are taking on the Los Angeles Lakers in a big matchup, and the NFL rolls into Week 4. With no sports to actually compete in, many here at Mepham are turning into fantasy sports, and BMB has you covered with our brand new BMB Fantasy Primetime Report. Tune in every Wednesday to see the BMB Sports team, including yours truly, breaking down the previous week's games and to give you our fantasy plays of the week. The first episode dropped 2 days ago, so check it out on the BMB YouTube channel. For those of you who'd rather get out and play, as first reported by Connor Ward on the Midweek Update, Bellmore-Merrick is launching an intramural program for fall sports, including kickline and cheerleading, where athletes can do drills to stay in condition for the hoped for return to live action in the new year. You could see the fall coaches for more information. You could also check out the first sports talk of the new season, where new hosts Tom Morrow and Lily Yepes interview 1979 Mepham graduate and former major leaguer John Morris, so be sure to check that out. For BMB, I'm Sean McQuillan. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Sean. Now it's your weekend forecast. Here's Ava Scheffler.
Mepham, I'm Ava Chef cooking up a storm here with your weekend forecast. I hope you all had a great week so far. Let's get into your weekend weather. Friday is going to have showers throughout the day with temperatures in the lower 60s dropping to lower 50s later that evening. Saturday is going to have partly sunny skies with temperatures in the upper 60s dropping to the 50s later that night, with similar weather on Sunday, which is pretty boring, but hey, you can't complain. I hope you all have a great week, and I'll see you next time on the Weather Mepham.
Thanks, Ava. Now for our quote of the week. Especially in times uncertain like this, it's important to remember that every day may not be good, but there's always something good in every day.
So go out and find those good things, Mepham. These have been the BMB morning announcements for Friday, October 2nd.
Have a great day, Mepham. Other way, AJ. Turn around. Sir, sir, sir.